Good morning, guys. Welcome to the video. Saturday today. I've just been round and visited my elderly father. Done a few other errands, and I am going to finally tackle the back garden clean up today. Well, that's the plan anyway. If I'm squinting, it's because the sun's right in my eyes. I can see where I'm going. People say to me when I'm driving, I've been driving all my life obviously, and they say to me, you've got your eyes shut, but it's not. It's the sun. Lovely bit of January sunshine. I'm just heading down to where there's a big ford, and thankfully it's all subsided. I was a bit worried about getting through this way, but we're alright. Cyclists just put their hand up me. How nice. They slowed down. Right, I just wanted to say a few words about pricing. Probably shouldn't go there. I was watching a lot of people are chatting about 2024 and what they're doing with their pricing, and I want to say I pretty much agree with most of the pricing strategies that gardeners and garden YouTube creators, gardeners are saying. So I'm not saying anything against them or bad, but talking about my opinion, innit? Well, not my opinion, my opinion based on my experiences. So whether I've said the wrong things, which a lot of you know probably I do say the wrong things to my clients, like mention hourly, that's a big no-no for a start, which I tend to do, and then it all goes downhill from there. But pricing, they're saying, I don't think there's nothing wrong with charging £1 a minute if you can get your client to that price. So what I'm talking about is if you, the best way is to give people a price. So let's say we're talking about lawn cutting, and we're saying the average lawn cut is 35 quid, and that's going to be between half an hour and an hour, which is fine. I think that's what people have been saying, so up to £1 a minute really as a maximum. So I completely agree. I think you're all amazing, I really do, and I know what the costs are because I've just had my cost sheet in, and it's exactly what people on the other creators who go on their websites, YouTube channel, and listen to what they're saying their costs are. I think you're looking at, I think they're saying around about 10k. I'd be, that for a decent company paying decent prices for decent services that they're buying in, I think you're looking at around about 10k for a one-man band, which is ludicrous. It's a lot, crazy amount of money. But I agree, literally all I'm saying is I agree with that. Here's what the problem is from my experience. Again, my experience. So I go to a client and I tell them it's 60 quid. And they're like, wow, yeah, that's great. When can you do it? And I'll book them in. And I'll go and do it. And I'll get it done in an hour. And they'll say to me, so I've got the job done, 60 quid, done in an hour. I might have thought it was going to be 2, but I did it in an hour. So they're going to pay me, and they're either going to say at the door, I can't believe you did it so quick, or whatever. And that's the problem. So once they know that how long you're going to be, that's where the problem for me starts. So I've worked for a lot of head gardeners, and I've taken over from a lot of head gardeners, but I never had the job title of head gardener because I was preferred contractor. Because I was self-employed, so I took over from the head gardener as preferred contractor on a self-employed basis. But they did private work in different, after work, not moonlighting, I suppose, kind of moonlighting, but you do private work outside of your, head gardener's job. And there was one guy said to me, I can't remember what it was. Let's say it was 50 quid. So a lady come out of the house, said how much to cut my hedge. I won't use the guy's name. How much to cut my hedge? And he said 50 quid. She said, lovely, marvellous, great. She was over the moon with the price. So he went and did the hedge, raked up, made a super job like we all do, cleaned it all up, and it took him 20 minutes. She come out and she said, she said, oh, I didn't realise you were going to do it that fast and didn't want to pay the 50 quid. I mean, I think he got the 50 quid because he had to say about his overheads and all that. But this is the trouble. I agree with all of you. I totally agree that we should be £1 a minute or, price job in and out. But once you've done the job, that client, if they're savvy, which a lot of them are savvy, aren't they, are going to know that if you've quoted them, for me it's £75 normally for 2 hours, but if I convert my clients I've got for £75 for 2 hours, or I'm not even converting, if I go to new customers and I think it's going to be 2 hours and I say it's 75 quid and I get it done in an hour, so I'm getting money like a window cleaner or like a lawn tech company or Green Thumb or all these people, and there's nothing they do. I'm not saying a bad word against them. They're doing it. Their business model is banging, spot on. Not a word against them, but compared to them, we're still not making the sort of money we should be. But the client will say to me, because I'm a gardener and not, I'm not branded or like, not professional basically. Now say, once they know how long it's taken me, they'll say they're not paying it the next time. So you get them the first time for 75 quid for an hour, or 60 quid for an hour, or 55 quid an hour, or 40 quid an hour. Either way, once they know what your price is from that one visit, are they going to want you back in a fortnight's time? And generally, with me, they don't, because they're like, stopped at a junction, sorry guys. I'll tell you what it is. They're like that. They're tight-fisted. Anybody out there, I'm not trying to say that any of these people are wrong, but in my experience, when I go there and I quote, they then know how long, after you've done the job, they know how long you've been and they can work it out. And if they're not stupid, they'll work it out. And they always take it up with me, and I'm like, oh, so frustrated. Because they wouldn't take it up with a plumber or a builder or an electrician. So, I had a plumber around the other day. I'm going to stop for a car coming through a narrow gap. I had a plumber come around the other day. He was in my house for less than 20 minutes, and he billed me £40 and he didn't want cash. He said it would be cheaper if I pay you cash. So I did cash. And it's £40 for 20 minutes is £120 an hour. I realise he's not making £120 an hour for that hour, but I didn't complain, and I'm not complaining now. I was happy. He fixed the problem. It was 40 quid. I didn't know that until after, but I was happy. He fixed my problem and I was happy. But then I go to somebody and I do 20 minutes work, and because it's gardening and anyone can do it, apparently, they don't want to pay. But anyway, that's my little rant for today. Now I'm going to go and do a garden tidy. But I suppose I should say what my plan is. It's £30 an hour, isn't it? And if I can do it on price, so if it's 2 hours and I think I can do it for 75 quid, I'd just say 75 quid. That's been working so far. If I can get the prices up, we all need to try and get our prices up a bit, really. That's all I'm saying. There's people out there that I know of that are £15 out. Again, I'm not saying anything against you, but I just don't know how you could do it for that price. I really don't. But, good luck to you.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber and you enjoyed the video, and that encourages me to make some more of these videos off the cuff out in the van when I'm on my jollies. Let me know down in the comments if you want to, what you're charging, and if you think I'm going about the charging thing in the right way. As I said, I'm going to be trying to do more price work. It worked out well, so yeah, more in and out jobs rather than hourly jobs. Anyway, thanks again, really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.